What does it feel like to being part of the Canadian TV culture? What does that mean to you?
It means so much. I take so much pride in being Canadian and calling Toronto my home, so to be on a show that showcases that so strongly, it's really incredible.
Okay, what about yourself?
And also, yeah, to be on as well on a show that's been so iconic for so many years, has such a huge impact with people all over the world. It's great. And the Canadian film industry is really popping off. It's coming up in the next few years.
Well, guys, Degrassi has been on the tube for so many years now. In your opinion, what is the future of Degrassi?
I hope it continues to be a place for teens to come to see other teenagers like them and to hear stories and learn lessons. And who knows, maybe on many more platforms. I think media as a whole is moving from television to internet and other ways of getting information, and we've sort of been working on that with lots of online platforms with our show. So, who knows, we might continue in that direction too.
Very good answer.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, as society evolves and stuff like that. Teenagers all over the world go through many different situations, and Degrassi's going to be able to handle that with other actors as well as they've done it with us over the last couple of years.
When we're old and gray.
When we're old and gray and long gone, but yeah, Degrassi's going to have a long.
So, tell me, what kind of influence do you think that Degrassi is putting it out there? Speaking of this generation and how we are so social media is so big and so on and so forth. What type of influence do you think that you're communicating to teenagers, your viewers?
An honest one, I hope. I hope it's an honest influence that we're putting forth. We're really not trying to put any ideas forward or make anyone think a certain way or believe that something's cool. We're just trying to showcase real teens and real issues, and hopefully people feel for that. And that's all the show's ever been about.
Yeah, honesty, and I'm going to use the word the right. We give the right message. I think you see a lot of times a character makes a problem occurs or something, and they really try and do their best to come out of it in the best kind of light. So I think that's one of the reasons why Degrassi has been around.
Well, you have quite the following south of the border in the U.S. It is incredible. What your perception on that? Do you think it's going to just keep growing and growing?
I don't know. It's a blessing to have an American audience as well as a Canadian one, and we hope that it continues to be as strong as it is. It's always nice to be able to share our stories with more and more teenagers. So to know that there are kids that you don't have to be Canadian to love Degrassi. That's amazing.
You don't have to be Canadian. But if you're Canadian, you probably should.
Do.
Well, do you find that there are shows like Degrassi in American television, or is Degrassi very much more Canadian in the way we present, youth problems and so on and so forth?
I think it's more Canadian in the fact that we have people playing our own age. We're 18, 19, playing teenagers itself. Sometimes in the States there's a lot of older people, and just I think that gap between fans and the character itself, if you're not close to the age, the realism is not necessarily there.
And we try to be much less glamorous. We don't all drive to school in BMWs. Plenty of characters take the bus, and I think that's hugely important for us to showcase plenty of teenagers who live in different economic levels and
different housing
and different ethnic backgrounds. It's all so important to us to be diverse in that way.
Yes, it's very different from 90210, isn't it?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at next year's festival.